Welcome to the Childish Grown-Up Show, where we treat each episode like your movie theater experience. We catch up with one another, play some games, talk previews, and before you know it, it's time for the feature presentation. So sit tight and enjoy this ride of nostalgia on the Childish Grown-Up Show.
Welcome back. This is your favorite day of the week with your favorite show of the week. The Childish Grown-Up Show, that is. And we are the Childish Grown-Ups. I am Mo Cachino, Maurice Hunt III. I am here with Ash Bash, Mia B, Beezy. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling all right. Happy to talk about this episode. So yeah.
As y'all know, I'm a little sick and shut in right now.
Sick and shut in.
I'm on the sick and shut in list, but you know, I'm here because I couldn't miss this conversation.
Straight up. Now we're glad that you could still, come in. She wrapped the knee up, had the Derrick Rose knee up before I got the re-up, you know what I'm saying? And got after.
No.
So shout out to Mia for, being a tough cookie. And we are back. Shout out to all of the Stoop kids. We do have something from one of our Stoop kids. Let me pull that up here. And of course, y'all can reach out to us. Everything is in the description. childishgrownups3@gmail.com or the Childish Grown Up Show on Instagram. Still doing some new, cool, fun things. So y'all be on the lookout for some things that we're going to do. And I think, ladies, they don't know yet, but they will. I think it'd be a great sticker, what we created. Y'all think?
I do.
Great little sticker for the laptop, for a little bag, or a little something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna put that together. All right, we got one comment from YouTube, and it is from Sis right here, Candace. She wrote in from our last episode, Stump the Yard. Great episode, everyone. Great episode. Everyone's point was spot on, but Columbus Short never gave Michael B. Crying emoji. Shout out to Ash for the rewind of him riding the lawnmower, though. Eyes emoji.
Absolutely.
About the Bring It On episode. Thanks to my son, I now know a Taurus man is a trigger for me. Shout out to the ladies for standing on business, though. Hey, listen, I'm convinced if you wasn't on this show, she would not listen. Because of me. Because of me. I am thoroughly convinced. Like, she'd be like, bro, I'm out of here. Like, if it wasn't for Sis, I messing with dude.
Hey, that's so funny. Because after she listened to the episode, she texted me like, is Mo a Taurus? I was like, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh,
That's
wow.
funny.
That is really funny.
Yeah. She just knew.
She probably like, that's why he's irking my soul right now.
That's a trigger for me. I'm triggered because my nephew is a Taurus. It's so funny.
Hey, shout out to nephew. You know what I'm saying? Hey, show what time it is. But yeah, that is it as far as our comments this week from the Stoop Kids. However, stay tuned. At the end of this episode, we have something special for y'all. The votes are in for the 4 movies that we put out to do at the end of this month, being January. The Stoop Kids have spoken, and we will give the reveal. Mia doesn't know it. Ash doesn't know it. I know it, and I will reveal it at the end of this episode, but y'all stay tuned in between time. Ladies, childish grown-up moments. Mia, I know last week it was a little bit of a struggle, so what you think, has it shifted for you this week?
So I had to make something happen because, my life is just real. It's just getting grown. But in an effort to feed my inner child, I went and bought myself a new coloring book and some really fancy markers.
Coloring book? I like that.
Because my little sister, she always has she's 25, so she grown but childish still. She always
Absolutely.
has these really cool intricate adult coloring books. And apparently they're just really good for like people with ADHD, something to like focus on. And so I went and got myself a new coloring book, and I'm really like I haven't colored anything yet, but I'm really excited to when I have a moment like before bed to color and like get my like open all my cute little markers and like
That's fire. Is it one of those things that is good for like the mental? Does it work like that? Yeah. I dig that. Okay. I like it too because it's like, coloring books,
it's
puzzles,
like a color by numbers sort of thing.
color by numbers. Huh. You got to send that in the chat. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, I'll find it and send it to you.
Okay. All right. Dope. Ash,
Yeah.
what about you?
That is dope, and it's something you can do independently too. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to have a crew or nothing. Just kind of be in your own bubble.
Soothing.
Yeah. Um, too much. Had another weekend. Anthony had a basketball game Saturday. They played the team that they had just lost to the previous weekend, and then they won this game. It was like 37-4. So they was playing really good defense. Anthony did good. And, I was just that typical mom out there in the bleachers, yelling, screaming, and trying to motivate the boys because I'm the type that I feel like they can hear me down there. Because it's a regular gym, it's in a school, but I'm like, I know they can hear me when I'm like, shoot it, guard your man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm that parent. And it's funny because then I see other parents trying to like be a little more vocal now too. Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on. Like, because y'all know I'm not quiet. So I'm out there. Like, this is a sporting event. I don't care that they're fourth graders. Doesn't matter. Like, my son's out there and I need y'all to get to it. And of course, I told y'all we do have one ball hog on the team. And so the inner child in me wants to get out there and guard him because he just think he's so cold. I'm like, he nice. I give him credit. But you just really ain't had no good defense on you like that. So, like, I
Ash,
just be like, if I was out there, just one play, bro. Just try to shoot him because I'm really
Swat you out of here.
I'm finna get you out of here to the moon. But I just kept it PG. And then we went to celebrate after, so it was just a nice. My dad came to this game too, so he got to see Anthony, and we just all went out to eat afterwards, and it was just a good time.
Shout out to Dad, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nephew as well.
Yeah.
That's dope. For me, this weekend, on the nightcap tip, we went to Top Golf. And I hadn't been in a long time. And last time I went, I was like trash. I'm talking about all the way up here with the swing, coming down and completely missing. Like the club is shaking because I'm coming with so much force and missing. This time playing, I mean, I'm talking about that sound of hearing that golf club hit that ball. And the reason it's childish for me, because obviously golfing can be very grown up, is because it kind of re-sparked like new interest in something. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, I want to do this some more. Like not just Top Golf, but like just getting into it. I'm like, okay, let's try a mini golf course. And then after that, I'm like, bro, if I really get into it, maybe I get some golf clubs. I get to go through the whole, but it just got me re-interested in like sports. I mean, in my mind, I always want to hoop, even though I'm super washed. But that made me feel like, yo, I could probably do this, like as a, 30 plus man with a couple of friends. I'm like, so it really sparked something in me that I was like, bro, I'm enjoying this like a lot. So that was my childish growing up, just having that childlike interest in wanting to try something. And so I'm gonna try. I'll keep y'all updated on like where that goes. But that is definitely gonna be something that I'm gonna get into.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I could have said me and Tyler play 1-on-1 to 5. I forgot.
Basketball? He played basketball?
Really? I mean, just regular neighborhood shoot around. But I forgot. I could have said that. Yeah, we played to 5. Had to get that dub. But
What was the score?
5'3".
Oh, okay. All right.
He definitely could score, but once I put that defense on him,
Hey,
shut him down.
now I got to come back out there. I got to see if you really didn't. Cause hey,
I
listen.
mean, the jumper's always been.
Hey, you used to hate when I used to lock you down back in the day. We're like, hey, love, don't guard me.
Yeah, when you playing against your husband, you got ways that you could cheat. So
She was like, I like did it. I like it when I
right.
get busy. I like
We in the dorm room, I'm cheating, but it's
straight up
okay.
in the dorm room, like show me the teeth. I love it.
Guys, you guys.
Oh, my bad. We're talking about defense.
Ash.
I was just backing him down on the court. The court.
On the court in a public setting.
Is that what you're calling it these days?
Hey, listen. Because of this movie and this episode, this is Childish Grown Ups Uncut or After Dark. Because this has got to be, because this movie is ridiculous.
I have things to say.
Yeah, that's why I say. So, y'all just go ahead, strap on your boots, get ready, because this is gonna be that type of episode.
Disclaimer, y'all: adult content.
Mm-hmm. Super.
On the grown-up side today.
I might put it in the description, like, hey, this is a a special edition. But yeah, that's our childish grown up moments. Again, y'all think about your childish grown up moments and reach out to those things that are in the description. We love to hear from y'all. Mama, see where you been at. It's the new year. We ready to hear from you. I know you got something. So come on. We can't wait to see you back in the chat here. So you reach out, as well as all of y'all that are listeners. Reach out. First time listeners or listeners that just never reached out. Reach out. We want to hear something. We want to laugh with y'all and enjoy this community that we're building. This nostalgic community that we're building. So y'all let us know y'all childish grown up moment. Ash.
All right. It is time for the Flash with Ash. Who said that edition? So I just a couple of quotes. And I just need you guys to let me know who said it from these shows. Simple enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the first one is from one of my favorites. Girlfriends. And the quote is, I don't want what everyone else wants. Simple, right? Who said that? Tony, Joan, Maya, or Lynn? I don't want what everyone else wants.
This sounds like a Lynn thing to say.
It does sound like a Lynn thing. But it could be a Joan thing too.
I was literally thinking it could be Joan, but it gives Lynn.
How confident you feeling? Because I roll wherever you're going.
I'm like 60-40. So it's not.
I don't want what everybody wants.
But Joan did want what everybody else wanted.
I'm riding with you, Lynn. I feel like Lynn is like, that's a pretty sure statement. And Joan she wasn't really sure a lot, I feel like. But I mean, I don't know. I'm rolling with you. I'm going that way. I'm going Lynn. That's my final answer.
Okay. Is that yours as well, Mia? That's correct. It was yeah. But that was a good point, bro. What you said about Joan. Yeah, that seemed more like certain. Yeah, Joan is just all over the place. And Lynn she knows what she wants. She just may not
know how to go about
know her path to it, but Joan is just.
And Joan actually wants what everybody wants.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so she was like, "Oh no, it's supposed to be like this, and the wedding's supposed to be like." Yeah, that's all. I knew that for sure.
Shake that. Next is 101. One of our faves.
Mm-hmm.
You always want me to be honest, but you don't always like the truth. Spirit, Arnez, Flex, or Brianna?
This is either Arnez or Spirit.
Say the statement one more time.
You always want me to be honest, but don't always like the truth.
Arnez. I'm gonna go Arnez. It sound like spirit, but I'm
Say spirit
mm,
because I'm on the fence.
yeah, I'm with you. Like I feel it could be spirit, but I also could see Arnez telling Brianna this. I don't know what follows up after, but I could see him saying that. So I'm
So you
going.
got
I'm
Arnez.
going Arnez.
You're going spirit, Mia. It was Brianna, y'all. She
Oh,
said this to flex.
Why did I have that thought? So
I
they
did not have that thought.
for dad.
Yes. Oh,
Dang,
y'all didn't even consider her, huh?
didn't because I'm like, who's she talking to? Like that was my mind.
And you know, they always had that. Remember, he wanted to be able to trust her, and then, but she was just always kind of doing, you know, she wanted that freedom, but you know how she, just typical teenager. All right, so last one, we're coming in at That's So Raven. Just because you can see the future doesn't mean you know how to live in the present. Was that Chelsea, Corey, Eddie, or Victor?
Say it again.
Just because you can see the future doesn't mean you know how to live in the present. Was that from Eddie, Corey, Chelsea, or Victor, which was her dad?
I'm gonna say Eddie.
I'm going Victor. It sounds like a wise man advice. I don't know if the friends would. I definitely don't think Corey would.
No, not Corey.
But and friends, I mean, that's just a pretty wise statement for somebody. I like that it's all people that know she has the ability.
Right.
But I feel I'm going with the dad. I feel like the dad would be the one to do that, but I could be wrong.
I'm gonna go with Eddie.
Okay. Victor is correct. It was the father.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Sheesh.
All right. So what? Let me see. Let me tally things up here. So, bro, you're 2 out of 3, right?
That's right.
And Mia, 1 out of 3. All right, but it's so bad. You know, I introduced something new to y'all, so
I
you know
like
y'all
that.
gotta get.
Hey, you on your job, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. You know, just
you might have ate that one little thing. You did that.
appreciate it. Gotta keep y'all on your toes. Just expect girlfriends to be in one of these questions.
Hey, I ain't mad at it, man. I am not mad at it.
That's it for the flash for that, y'all.
Hey, real quick. Do y'all believe in like times of day that shows fit? For example, for example, like let's just say Saved by the Bell. Again, you can watch these shows any time of day, but do you have like certain shows preference? Like I would like to watch it when it's night, like Sex in the City. You know what I mean? You might be like, yo, I kind of want to. It's nighttime. I might grab me a glass of wine and watch. You know, do y'all believe in that? Like watching shows, like yeah, okay. I just
Power, like if I'm off on Friday, like me and my husband, like we want to watch it at nighttime. Like we feel like Power is a nighttime vibe. So yeah, for sure.
okay.
Like I'm not watching Saved by the Bell at night.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm definitely in the morning. You know what I mean? Like it's up. All right. I like that. I will have more conversations. I might hit y'all in the text about a few different shows to see what time of day which y'all watching. So, and I'm interested to find out what show that y'all think works any time of day. Like this is a great morning. It's a great in the middle of the afternoon. It's a great nighttime. I'm interested to see. So that'd be something to chat. I know listeners are probably like, yeah, we want to know. Like, but
Okay. That's a good one.
But yeah, all right, Ash. Well, thank you for that. Switching it up, you know what I'm saying, like you do, going to the left. But it's now time for us to go back. So Mia, we getting in the time machine. So as you close that door and pull that lever, take us back to the movie that we were reviewing today.
We are going back to the year 2000 to talk about the HBO original film Disappearing Acts. Zora Banks is a school teacher and aspiring singer hoping to become a successful star while taking a break from heartache. Franklin Swift is a down on his luck construction worker and not quite divorced father of 2 hoping to start his own business. The 2 meet and fall in love, and during the course of the stormy relationship, they both come to some startling conclusions about love and each other. This film was released December 9th, 2000. For cast, we have a pretty stacked cast. We have Wesley Snipes as Franklin Swift, Sanaa Lathan as Zora Banks, Michael Imperioli as Vinny, Regina Hall as Portia, Lisa Arundel as Claudette, Q-Tip as Reggie. We also have appearances from Anjanou Ellis Taylor as Pam, CC Pounder as Mrs. Swift, John Amos as Mr. Swift, John Beasley as Mr. Banks, and Laz Alonso as a moving truck operator.
Okay. We are here. Childish Grown-Ups After Dark. After Dark.
All right, y'all.
All right. So.
All right now.
Nah. So this movie, just to get into our overall discussion, but before we get there, we got to be kind and rewind. Ash, this was your pick. Rewind and take us back to how you remembered this movie back then, and then how was it in this experience?
You know what? I was a late bloomer to this movie. I don't even remember how I came across it. Like, I know I was older for sure, because this wasn't one that I remember us having, or I don't remember necessarily. I feel like Auntie Nikki had this movie, not Mickey, Nikki with an N. I feel like she had quite a collection as well.
Yeah, different.
Because I don't think Auntie Mickey had it. But again, I don't know when I saw it, but I know I was older. And I think what drew me to it, because I thought it was weird to see Sanaa and Wesley as a love interest. And so I kind of wanted to see what that was going to look like. I'm like, Sanaa with Wesley. So that's what kind of drew me in. As far as my memory goes, is from what kind of brought me to the film. Like I said, when I watched it, I don't really know, but I watched it recently, which made me pick it this time. And I was talking to the TV as I was watching it, and I was like, oh my God, like this will be something good to pot on, because I feel like their dynamic and even their just what they had going on independently, like it just can make for good conversation. And yeah, I mean, it's all right. I mean, of course, we're gonna dive deep into it. Like, I don't think the movie was terrible, um, but it's not like a good movie. So yeah.
All right. Mia B.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, I saw this for the first time as probably a preteen or a teenager on HBO. I remember watching it with Mama C at one point or another, um, or at least knowing that we both had seen it and talking about it. As a teenager, it was just like an interesting grown-up movie to watch. It wasn't so much paying attention to the actual goings on so much as it was just spicy a little bit. But baby, listen, as an adult watching this movie should come with a trigger warning because I found myself cursing at the screen multiple times. Um, I remember uh like watching it back in the day, realizing um it was like Ash said, it's not a bad movie, it's not a great movie, it's an okay movie, like as far as the actual uh writing, the plot, all that stuff. I feel like it was there are a lot of stars before they became big stars in this movie. Um, man, I don't know what else to say about it, child.
She said, man. My first time seeing this was last year, I believe. Shout out to our big cousins, the Culture Garden podcast. They were reviewing it, and I was like, I want to actually see it. For whatever reason, I wanted to see the movie so I can hear their take on it. And so I watched the movie first, and I remember how I felt when I watched it, and I just looked at Frankie character. I was like, man, he's a bum. Like I was just like, man, he's a bum, and her just like rocking with him this whole time. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. But this time watching it, I see it a little bit more nuanced than I thought. I didn't see it the first time I watched it a year ago or so. I seen more complexity in it, and I seen a lot more realism in it than people would like to say. And
Real shit.
And I was like, you know what? There's a little more there than I thought that makes it make sense. I mean, there's stuff that execution wise they could have done differently, but they get all the grace in the world because this is a TV movie. So the fact it's a TV movie, it's an HBO movie, then it's like, bro, you got to let it rock. Because it's not like they say, hey, we throwing this on the big screen. This is like meant for you to hit a paywall, or if you're already with HBO, you can watch it back in 2000. So it's like I give it a lot of grace in that regard because it's not trying to be this, big budget movie. So yeah, okay. All right, here's this one. I'm going first. How did y'all feel about the pairing of Wesley and Sanaa?
Again, when I initially saw it, like first of all, the cover is crazy, but I mean they sold it. Like they looked like they were really into each other. Frenching and all that. You know how Wesley get down anyway. That's dang near mandatory for his love interest. We'll get there, but because that was the thing about J-Lo, and but we can talk about that. Whatever. She wasn't into that whole like sexual type thing with him. But anywho, yeah, like I said, they sold it to me. I felt like they were truly in love, and on paper, I didn't think it would work. I didn't think I would see the chemistry. But yeah, I think they sold me.
Well, ask you, Mel, how you feel about the pairing?
I think it was a good pairing. I think they looked good together on screen. I think they had good chemistry on screen. I think that part of the reason why it is so triggering is because it does come off as very realistic. Like they gave very believable performances. And yeah, I think they killed it. I think the chemistry was really great between the two.
Yeah, I think it did surprisingly work. And I remember the first time I watching it, I don't know if I felt that way. I felt like they both did a good job in their role, but I don't know if I felt the real connection the first time watching it. I felt like they both bodied their role, but when it came to them being together, I mean, again, and all of the intimate scenes and stuff looks great on screen. It worked, but I didn't know if it's just, I didn't know if I believed it because it felt like two different energies, two different speeds. This time, I seen it a lot differently. I'm like, you know what? This worked. Only thing I was thinking in my mind though, I was like, there's one person that I think really could have done this really good as well. Not to say it's needed to switch, but I thought about our man Mekhi Phifer. Mm-hmm. I thought about him. I said I can see him like taking a different approach to like being fired. And like, you know what I mean, going through and just, had his intensity that we talked about in his act. And I was like, man, Mekhi Phifer could have low key really got this, got this spot. But not to say we needed it, but I just thought about whoever fit the description, dark skin, intense, this kind of everyday man or whatever. So, How do y'all feel about Wesley's look here? Obviously, I believe this is based on a book. This is based on a book that let me get her name pulled up. I got some interesting information, but let me see if I can pull it up because he was specifically bald because of the person that wrote the book about her own life. The person she was dealing with was bald. Well, while I'm looking that up to get the full actual information, what did y'all feel about Wesley's image?
Me and Ash have talked about this before. So Ash, you go first.
Okay. We know how we feel about naked-faced black men. It's just not a thing. I don't have an issue with the bald head. Like, I mean, I think he pulled off the baldy, but again, it's just the lack of facial hair. He's always been in shape. You know, what I mean, that's never been an issue, but definitely not a looker in this for sure. Definitely not a looker.
Yeah. It wasn't the best era of Wesley, like looks wise. Like, I'm looking like when he was in Mo Better Blues, when he was, New Jack City,
Hmm.
giving a little bit more of that. Because Wesley pulls off the bare face better than a lot of guys do.
That's true.
But there's just like something about him in this particular, like with the bald, the no facial hair, and he just seemed really aged. Um, and he looked a little ashy. His
Nah,
character
he did.
his character was super ashy. The energy was ashy. So like it's not a favor.
Ashy energy.
He was looking a little ashy.
Definitely a little ash, a little gray. It's a little grayish. Uh, you're right. I mean, like you said, but and consider like he definitely compared to most people, he pulls it off. But like, how much of a difference facial hair makes, dude?
Mm.
Like you have no hair on your face or head. Like you cannot be trusted. And this is by far the clearest red flag right away, buddy. You ain't got no hair going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have any other things other than a couple of interesting things that I had seen. I mean, so it did come from the novel that came out in 1989 by the same name by Terry McMillan.
Terry McMillan, child.
And it was a New York Times bestseller. So, you know.
She don't write them Zane books, do she?
No, Terry McMillan wrote ooh, don't give me the line, but I think she wrote Waiting to Exhale too. She was a very popular Black
Mm.
author. Let me look up her work so I'm not on here lying about what she wrote.
A couple of interesting things. So Snipes, Wesley, and Sanaa Lathan, obviously they were lovers in this film, but 2 years prior, in the film Blade in 1998, they portrayed mother and son.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now was his mom?
Yeah, it was his mom, but she was a vampire, so
Oh,
that's why she, that worked for like the aging thing.
wow.
So Terry McMillan also wrote Waiting to Exhale and How Stella Got Her Groove Back. I knew that she wrote a lot of popular books that became
All of those are books from books.
Mhm.
Wow.
I need to write a book. I'm dead ass. Another thing, Gina Prince, Bythewood, and Sanaa Lathan previously collaborated on the film Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
One of Chris Rock's stand-ups can be seen in one scene on TV, and he previously starred alongside Snipes in New Jack City. Despite playing his mother, talking about Wesley, CCH Pounder is 9 years older than Wesley. So it's not even like 10, and I even like 20. She's not even really the age to be his mother. And lastly, this movie played on HBO on 9/11/2001, showing the Twin Towers in the rearview mirror as the movie title Disappearing Acts appeared on the screen. Boy, 9/11, boy. They talk about millennials witnessing so much, bro. I still remember that.
Me too.
Man.
Goodness.
All right. Well, that's kind of all I got in the overall discussion. Unless y'all got anything, just some little side oddities that y'all want to talk about before we kind of get into the movie. All right. Well, this is going to be unorthodox, similar to the last. I don't think we need to walk through scene for scene. I think we deal more like maybe in relationships, maybe interactions, maybe arcs. So Ash, you picked this movie. Where do you want to go? We can start anywhere.
I mean, we can start the introduction of the meeting. She's moving into the brownstone. Franklin is currently working in the brownstone. She's trying to move in. The floor is not dry. The floor is not dry, and then Elias, he like, hey man, gotta get the truck back. And so, all her stuff's gonna be on the curb.
Mm-hmm.
She asked Franklin for help, and he's like, I don't work for free. And she's like, all right. So out the gate, you know what I mean? He's definitely trying to get to the bag. So then he starts helping her move in, and then he's like, he's trying to gauge the situation, see if she's single, what she got going on, and then offers additional help, putting bookshelves up and bed frames and TV stands. And she's like, I have to pay you, and he willing to do it for free. So I'm like, get up out of here. You just was charging me to move it in. Now you're going to put stuff up for free? So what we doing? You know what I mean? So yeah, I got that, really just the introduction of them. Obviously, you can tell it's a little bit of, he likes how she looks, and it seems like she likes his aesthetics as well. And I didn't like how he said he can come back, and I don't want to go too far, but just stop me if I'm
roll with it.
Where kind of going into where he was supposed to come back at 6 to like finish helping her, and he missed the appointment. So that right there was already like, all right.
Foreshadowing.
I'm like, bro, you're at the bar with your homeboy, and you looking at the clock, so you know what's going on. Like, you know where you're supposed to be. So my thing was like, why did he play her like that? Like, are you intentionally waiting for nightfall to hit? Like, what's going on? What are y'all thoughts on that? Like, what was up with the intentional miss of the? Look at me. She's like, ooh.
Go ahead, man, because I ain't going.
This is okay. I'm gonna try through my voices a little bit. Listen, this is the beginning of the ashy energy. She had multiple opportunities to dead this, because it was multiple times when he was out of pocket, and she ain't had no boundaries. If it was me, it wouldn't have been no movie. Movie would have been over in 5 minutes. So when they met, he was very friendly. I can see where someone might find him handsome. Not me, but somebody. And they caught a little vibe while he was helping. He recognized her name being Zora, like Zora Neale Hurston. Get to know a little bit about each other, blah, blah, blah. However, him missing that 6 o'clock and then seeing her at the restaurant, getting her food. And then not only did he not order anything, he talking about you could share my food that I already bought.
Mm-hmm.
How about not? How about no, you can't? Because you already being ashy. Because now I feel like you purposely don't want to buy nothing because you don't got no funds. No, you can't.
Greenery.
Yeah,
Half the night, and I'm gonna take half the lunch tomorrow. You can't have any. The,
the foreshadowing was perfect. Like perfect because it's like whatever I'm always going to eat on your dime. That's the symbolization of him having claims to her Chinese food. That's what it is. Like, oh, see, my name is on it right there. That's foreshadowing to say, like, this is how he get down. This is how he's always operated. He found a finesse. Like, oh, I got her, and he already looking like, oh, I can get this for free. I'll do this for free because he's knowing like what his superpower is. We'll see later in the movie, and he's realizing like, okay, if I can get through to her in a certain way, then hey, this could be an effective plan.
But why did he like intentionally have her waiting? Because like I'm saying, what do you think may have been going through his mind? Like, cause you at the bar with your homeboy, like you not doing shit.
I think this is a part. I think this is part of his game. I think he. I mean, this is 2000, y'all. So man, let's keep that in mind. It's 2000, right out of the 90s. I think in his mind, that's a part of his game. Like that's the way that he. It's like I leave you waiting to desire me or to need me. I think, and I have a little bit more about a reveal that I don't know if it's ever been brought up about him. But Frankie, I think he likes the feeling of feeling needed, and that's a part of it. I don't rock with dudes, so I'm let me set that out right away. You ain't gonna get a ton of mansplaining or man siding or whatever you want to call it with Franklin, but I'm just speaking to what I believe, what's going on. I think that there's a thing within him that he likes the feeling of being needed or desired. You know, I'll speak a little bit more to that later into this film. So, yeah. So I don't have it set up like that. I just kind of got it set up like, you know, because there's a lot of obviously most of this movie is Frankie and Zora. But I kind of want to ask some things outside of it. So, like, what do y'all think about Zora's friend group?
They're cool. You got Portia. She's pretty much no nonsense. Like when they show you who they are, believe them. A realist. The other friend, I can't remember her name. The married one. Very stable. Her lens looks different. Because I mean, she went to
Claudette.
school. Claudette, like her lens is different because they're just living different life experiences, right? I don't remember what Portia does for a living. Like she didn't seem like she was like struggling or anything, but you could tell that she's been burned and she's probably been through some, kissed some frogs, and now she see the red flag out the gate. Whereas
Portia.
Zora, oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Portia fit perfectly in 2026. Like how she was giving it up and talking. I was like, oh yeah, she fit the bill right now. Like, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Like I like the friends. They were cool. Yeah, it was cool.
You got something to say, man?
No.
Where Mia want to take it? Where you want to go?
Yeah, where you want to go?
You look like you ready to.
I'm just trying to cover because the movie is pretty much them two. So I'm trying to cover any outside pieces before we get into like just talking about Franklin and Zora together and then their individual plights. So
here's the thing. There's the whole little getting to know each other montage was real cute. Her talking to the friends about him, cute. She, he's a working class man, blue collar guy. She don't see no problem with that. And there is no problem with that. But where I want to take it, if it's not too far ahead, because I feel like this is where things kind of like, where we really start to see the dynamic, is when she finally gets with her producer. She comes home as soon as she's ready to give him, as soon as she gives him this good news, this is when he decides to drop a bomb on her about his life circumstances, right? Because they've been dating for a while now. And for you to have not told me not only that you're married, but you have 2 kids and you didn't graduate from not only college, but high school, and you're telling me all this now?
I do want to kind of just go back just a little bit.
I sure got things to say.
Just a little. That the new meaning of a refrigerator.
Oh my.
Dog gotta eat, right?
Of course, I want to talk about the refrigerator.
I would be cool. I would be cool. I'm just saying, like, okay, so
yeah. I mean,
right after
no, I was just gonna say, like, you know what I like in that? I like that. Here's the realism in it, in my opinion. It's sometimes like these areas, particular places in the home. It's like you're in the zone, you're dedicated in that moment, and it's like we're gonna stay here and commit to it. We're gonna make this thing work. We're gonna create a moment here that we'll forever remember. And the fridge happened to be a part of that moment. And man, did I appreciate it. Because it's like you have the opportunity to just walk off. But now it's like, no, let me stay here, use this door as leverage. Like, hey.
It was very sexy. It was very sexy.
It really was.
Like she leaving her friends, coming back. First of all, you're a stalker because why are you on my stoop? And it's like we're gonna talk about the underlining like alcohol addiction that Franklin has. Because bro, like, did you come over here on Demon Time like you already was hitting the bottle? And you just coming over here because I want to see you. Okay. I understand. Like, so then she lets him in, but obviously you already know she's feeling the brother too, right? You already know hardworking blue collar, like Mia said. She feeling him. So but even in that moment, like Mia said, Zora has the opportunity to shut this down anytime because this is what we're on flag number 2 already, or 3 at this point. But she wants him. So she let him in. Offered a brother a Heineken. And,
See, well, like, think about it, though. Why she got a Heineken?
Well, because, but I'm a single woman, though. So, like.
Now, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not, no judgment. I'm just saying, like, she's she dealt with brothers before that, like, this works so well in 2000. Like, if they had a version of this now, I mean, obviously it'd be spot on because it's this kind of idea of a thug that, like, oh, he he's doing things like the rents do.
Listen, Franklin is a pleaser. You have your pleasers, and he's just one of those.
You know how to play this.
And like you said, if he knows that he's lacking in other areas, of course this area is going to be incredible.
It buys you time.
You're not offering anything else.
Yeah. That's what they say about the bums. They say they got this. Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
No stability, no financial.
It buys time. That will buy you some time. Like,
it will wrap you up. It will jack you up. So I've heard. But what I'm saying is, I said all that to say Franklin was smooth, okay? Like, he just was smooth. You know what I mean? He knew how to talk. He was very pleasant to women. And, it worked for Zora. And so, yeah, the fridge,
the fridge is in the Hall of Fame. And he has the benefit of she don't know me.
She knows nothing about this dude.
So it's like right now she digging me, and obviously in the morning we see like the post pillow talk, the early bird pillow talk or whatever, like the aftermath. And like, he's now he gives it up where he's like realizing like, yo, you for real, like you out of my league for real. Like I score way up. Like, I gotta lock it down because you way out of my league for real. I didn't sell it to you like that because I was on that liquid courage. But now, now that I'm sober, it's the morning. Like you way out of my league for real. You know what I mean? But she don't see it that way, and that's why I would have. This is not in a later section, but I would have liked a little more backstory on Zora because I don't think we get enough to understand why her choice was him. We know that she had, kind of men that had it together before, suit and tie type brothers or whatever, that she and dig. So we get that. I don't know if this is her, let's try something different, her Stella moment. I wish we would have got a little more of that because I know why Franklin is like he is. But I didn't get why Zora was like she was in the sense of her choice to choose him, and why it kind of was tumultuous and in and out type of situation. But yeah, that wonderful scene. They nailed that.
I have some ideas about that.
Okay.
First of all, back to the refrigerator scene and leading up to that. I will say this. Now, I'm a red-blooded woman. I get it. The man that came to your stoop, first it's like, hold on, what you doing? But yeah, come on in. Because sometimes you just want to get cracked, and that's okay.
That's okay.
However,
it happens.
However, we have to decipher who's for cracking and who's for long-term relationships. But you know what? I can't fault her for that either because he bamboozled her, and that's what I'm going to.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And so what I want to say to your point, Mo, is I don't think there was a problem with her choosing him in the beginning because she didn't know all of these things about him that made him the way that he is, or the man that he truly, she truly sees him to be later on when she really does get to know him. In the beginning, it's all we're playing Scrabble and we're dancing and we're having a good time, and we just fool our line around the house. I'm assuming you're single, unattached, no kids, you just working your little jobs. It's no biggie until it becomes a biggie. By that time, she's already so invested and in love that maybe she couldn't let it go as easily as, she should have.
Hey, shout out to Sanaa too in the morning because Sanaa has always. I want to give her credit here. I know obviously Wesley gonna get his credit, but I want to give her credit of her beauty, always having this kind of girl next door beauty. Like it was never like this, like whatever. She just has this like everyday, approachable beauty, and it really works. Like in everything she plays in, I seen her Deep Pool, but I remember she was on Nip Tuck. And it was believable that she would date, Christian, the one of the doctors or whatever. Like I was like, this is believable. So shout out to Sanaa. Like she, beautiful woman. She really did this. She does this well. Yeah. She actually does a lot of stuff well. I wish she'd get more credit because she could play a really good villain. Maybe we'll do that movie. Yeah, I know the movie I'm talking about, but I ain't gonna even say it.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, I couldn't believe she had it in her. I was looking at her really weird for years. I was like, yo, like you fooled us. Like, but anyway, continue what you were saying, man. My bad.
No, I was ready to go ahead and get in the tussle unless y'all had more y'all wanted to talk about before.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay, yeah. So she finally reaches out to Reggie, the producer, played by Q-Tip. And, she talks to him. She gets him to work with her because she doesn't really have the money to afford, his services, but he digs her. So he's like, you know what, we'll make it work. She gets back. So, and this is another red flag. about a certain type of person, as soon as you have some good news, as soon as something good is happening for you, that's when they want to bring you down with the bad news. And I found him doing that a lot in a lot of situations when it came to her. Um, but yeah, so she tells him she got a producer, she's cooked it, she's ready to celebrate, and he's like, well, I guess now is a good time to drop this bomb on you. You know, I have two sons and I'm not quite divorced. And I know you think I went to college, but I didn't. And no, I don't have a GED. I didn't even graduate from high school. And it's just like, are you insane? You lost? Are you crazy? And then when she says like you've been separated 4 years and you couldn't afford to get a divorce in 4 years. And then he tries to flip it back on her, like, oh, so that's all you care about is money? Nah, don't even,
Not about money.
not even about to do all that.
I think the first time I watched it, I got a different perspective. When I watched it this time, I think that Frankie was trying to be different with her in this roundabout toxic way. Because when we meet the mother of his other two sons, she tell him what's up, which I know we're not there, but like she tell him what's up. But I feel like him trying to be honest, because I don't know, maybe he took that same approach with his baby mama, but it's like I feel like he's trying to be different, but obviously I feel like later in the film he reverts back to his old ways, because when he gets into a territory that he's unfamiliar with, of like, oh, I'm trying to be vulnerable, I'm trying to be really honest about my shortcomings, but then when it gets further in the movie, I feel like he starts reverting back, like the dinner scene where he's like, oh, because he don't know what they talking about or he don't relate to it. There's these scenes that kind of make him feel less than or feel counted out, and then he does this toxic, like, let me pull your momentum all the way up out the room real quick because I'm down. But I do think there is something there, because I think if only reason I say that is because where his arc is at the end of the movie, I feel like this part has to line up with that part, like somewhere, but because in the middle of all of that, somewhere he got lost and went back to his old ways and just became a real trash dude. You know what I mean?
He was on that bottle too, and it's like
That too.
He.
And
I was hoping for Franklin, but it's just like, you're not. You're dragging your feet. Like even when she was like, after he left, and then she, not too far after, he meets her back at the stoop, or he's working. She pull up on him, and you got a key for the dude. For your, you got a key for the man. He told you got two kids. He's still married. He don't have a high school diploma or a GED. And then the next thing you want to do is give him the keys to the crib. Then he proceeds to tell you, hey, your rent's kind of steep. I got the boys. I got Pamela or whatever her name is. Like he's telling you where he's at financially.
And y'all, and can y'all explain this to me? Because
I can't do
I'll
this.
cover us for a while.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Because not all women
play it.
Not all women play it. Not all women, but some women that believe that they can mold this man. So, is it arrogance or is it something else? And when we're talking about Zora dealing with Frankie, like,
are you saying her arrogance on her end?
Like arrogance in the sense that, oh, I'm so in my bag. I ain't worried about that. I could convert him and get him right. Like similar to what was it, Bobby Brown and
Two can play that game.
Two can play that game.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or is it something else?
Let me tell you something. I don't know, because it ain't never that deep. It ain't no justice in the world good enough.
That was crazy. Like
you just dropped all them bombs on me, and I'm pulling up to your job with keys to my house the next day have you lost every bit of your marbles?
Hey, he knows some things. he
She,
know he
hey,
knows
listen,
some things. Cause listen, she just bypassed all that. She redacted all of that, bruh. This man, hey,
I think she was so like Mia said, at this point she's head over heels for the guy, and then obviously she's the first one to say she loves him on that stoop as well. I don't think it was arrogance. I think she just was a
confused.
really supportive woman, but she was delusional at the same time. Like it's one thing to be supportive, but you got to see the efforts of your person, right? It's like, okay, he's studying for the GED. I got to see the work. You know what I mean? Like I'm not seeing anything. Um,
Yeah.
Well, you
so
Yeah.
she was delusional.
well, you see that. So you see that he's able. So she's seen him do work. You know what I mean? So hold on. Here's what I'm saying. She's seen him do work as far as, okay, let me help you move this stuff. I'll do your shelves. I'll pull back up. All this, whatever. She see him do work, so enough to say, oh, he can get active. So then I feel like she allowed his word to be enough, and that's where he took his foot off the gas. Like, oh, I'm good. And then of course we get later in the movie, he really take his foot off the gas. you know. And before that, like when y'all were talking about Mia was talking about her meeting, Q-Tip. He did buy the piano, when he got that, that money paid back from the friend. And he's that type of dude. Like there's dudes like this that exist where it's like they always do the bare minimum. Like this seemed like for him it's a whole lot, but in reality it's not, because after this you're not going to do much of anything. And it's so realistic. Like it's like, oh, because I feel like Franklin's the type of dude, like he's just buying time. I'm doing things to buy time, to keep chilling, keep kicking it, keep laying on the couch type thing. Like, okay, I bought the piano, that should at least buy me this. I did this last night. I say, oh, I went out to the job. He's just buying time. Like,
He
so
wasn't ambitious at all. And
at
he was
all.
doing good work. He knew the quality grain of the wood. Like you could tell he was passionate about it. It's just there was no movement. He didn't make that pivot. So
All he did was piss me off the whole entire movie. I don't know what y'all want to get into next, but I guarantee you it's something that he did to piss me off. I can't wait.
Well, you said her going to the producer, doing her singing thing, Q-Tip, that whole thing. Obviously, we know she's a music teacher and all that.
and she's a music teacher. Again, that salary's only going so far. So that's why I'm like, again, I was kind of getting upset with her because I'm like, the salary's probably not crazy, but at the same time, she would have been paying most of these bills by herself anyway, like her rent and lights and things. So I'm like, okay, well, clearly she moving into the brownstone, she kind of calculated things that she would be cool. But now this is another mouth to feed and, more utilities being used. So of course things are rising up. She paying the credit cards and things like that. Um, but yeah, just like her, like she's a music teacher, but she wants to be like a singer. Like that was her like she's passionate about singing. So she's doing that on the side, but she's still working her 9 to 5. And again, Franklin was working with Vinny. We haven't talked about Vinny. Vinny's always like, "Don't I take care of you?" And it's like he was getting on my nerves too, because it's like you one of those. Like,
Yeah, he
no,
definitely one of those.
you a dangler. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that.
Yeah. Shout out to
Until
my job.
until Franklin was like, screw it. Uh, he didn't. So we can get into
Yeah, go ahead, go, just roll.
when she gets pregnant, because I know he get the union job, but that's not until after,
Yeah,
right?
so like he loses his job with Vinny,
Mhm.
and then she finds out she's pregnant, but she thinks that he's saving up money, for his divorce, that he's trying to get his construction business off the ground. These are things that he's telling her he's doing,
Mhm.
which is why she's like, apprehensive about having a baby in the first place.
Hey, but before that, the fact that she chased him down is crazy work.
What?
She chased this man down. He had a bandana on. Like after, like he told told her his business. Like, hey, I ain't got a GED. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. He goes to that. That next morning, she chased this man down. He looking like Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I mean? And she's like, really like, oh, I got to get my man back. It's like, bruh.
But she was in love. Love will make you do some crazy things.
See, that's why I wish we got more of a timeline. Like, I give me title cards. Like, cause that is it is a challenge for me sometimes when movies don't give you, like, if they're gonna do this, like, oh, fast pace, because they move things pretty fast,
Yeah.
but not fast in the sense that it concerns me, but fast to the point that I wish we had some title cards.
I feel like I assume, like it's meant to be assumed like it's been some months. I don't think it's even been a year, just like some months that they were dealing with each other by the time he told her about his kids and his wife, estranged wife, because I get it. I've been
I'll
separated.
say I get.
I
Yeah.
get it. But that's something that you should be honest about in the beginning. That's not something you drop on somebody months after you've been dating.
I don't know because it's kind of like, do you lead with that if you don't know that this is going to be anything?
But that's
Like, you know what
but
I mean?
you don't have to lead with it. I'm not saying it has to be even first date conversation. But second date, if you are vibing and you like somebody, I am divorced. I have 2 kids. I'm not about to start dating somebody if they don't know that I have kids. Because what
For
is the
sure.
point?
Facts.
There has to be, of understanding, because otherwise you're taking somebody else's choices away. You're getting them involved emotionally and otherwise before they really know what it is that they're getting themselves into. And so that's kind of like emotional blackmail. Like, well, now I love you and you love me. So are you just going to let this little thing that I didn't tell you come in between us? Yeah, I am.
Little.
Because you're getting it.
Right.
So it's like that is something that really irritated me was her chasing him down after that because I'm
Yeah.
like, you shouldn't be coming to him. If anything, he should be standing outside of your window with a boombox in the rain on his knees because he is the one who withheld information from you. And I feel like a lot of what was going on throughout the course of this movie just made Zora feel really weak-willed to me. Like she was very strong in certain areas, but when it came to Franklin, she was just out of her mind.
It makes me think it's like they try to give Franklin some like redeeming qualities redeeming arc at the end of the movie of like this whole like, oh, like the love never changed type of thing or whatever. But it's like it feels like maybe he's a finesser and this is just his latest finesse. You know what I mean? He's been finessing his baby mama, he's finessing Vinny, he's finessing, I feel like he's always like scheming or plotting to get ahead on something. It's never like fully genuine. And that's the tricky part of this movie where it's like you want to root for him, but he's so trash. Even then, after all of that, we get like a quick little montage of them being together. And, we find out she got, what is it, epilepsy? And like, and shout out to Sanaa Lathan because she pulled it off. Like, I believed it
It
completely.
was a very believable seizure.
Oh, man. And he's there and he don't know what to make of it, but it's a telltale sign because he's sitting there and he's holding her, he's there, but he's not taking it serious, which is again these flags, these indicators say, bro, if you don't take this serious,
Taking it serious.
huh?
I didn't get that.
Oh, I did, but he was he was too nonchalant about it.
I mean, if you've ever seen someone have a seizure before, you can kind of tell an epileptic seizure from like, I'll say this. Me personally, even if I knew, I probably would have called 911. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like he
Familiar.
was familiar with, okay, she's having a seizure. When she comes out of it, get her. Because people who have seizures, but I will say, I don't think that he wasn't taking it seriously, but for him to not have known that she had epilepsy and to see her have a seizure, maybe in my mind, I would have like called paramedics, like, hey, something's happening. But it just seemed like he just kind of had seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like when the morning came, he was like, "Oh, that's why you don't drink." He's having a conversation with her. Like, as much as I want to believe this is genuine, I feel like, oh, this gave him another angle to play. Like, there's now.
So
I do.
with this.
I think that he cares, but I think it's also like, again, oh, this buys me some more time. So she ain't perfect either. So even if she's got this going on, I could take care of her. So she ain't gonna be asking me for no money. And
Not on this one, man.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I can't change the lens because only reason, if we never get introduced to the baby moms, I wouldn't feel this way. But it's like, clearly, like, there is this consistent pattern, and like he's really just a, for lack of a better term, he's just a bum ass nigga. Like that's what he is. He's a lay around the couch. I'm gonna D you down really nice until that's not enough. And I'm trying to just buy my time before you start complaining. And then obviously he tries to like gaslight a lot. You know what I mean? And so for me, it's like this kind of things like, oh, you okay? This and that. Again, he feels needed. When he feels needed, he feel like he's up. Like I got this. I can keep kind of getting by until I figure out what I want to do. I'm buying myself more time. So I may be wrong, but I do feel like it was a little nonchalant though for me for like the.
I mean, it's opinion based. It's you're fair to have your opinion, and I have mine. I guess I agree with Mia in the sense of like if he didn't know, like you said, like could have a little more of a reaction. But he probably seen a lot of shit, you know what I mean, in his life, and so maybe that's just everybody reacts differently to traumatic experiences, or you don't know how you're gonna react until you're in it. So just in that moment, he just seemed familiar with it. But maybe there's a time limit. Again, I've never seen anyone have a seizure. I don't know, like how long before they come out of it and before you need to, I don't know. But I wouldn't say in that moment that was a finesse moment to me by Franklin. But yeah. Not in that moment. Like I ain't gonna say the whole like he had a few the issue with Franklin is he's not ambitious. I feel like he's having identity issues, and like you said, this thing of him
toxic,
the feeling of being needed.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not on your shit, and I don't know why. It's like you got 2 kids, so you gotta pay to help the boys, and now you're telling me, okay, we're pregnant at this point. I tell you, I got a yeast infection. I'm lying. You know my cycle. You like, girl, please. You come home drunk. You know what's going on. And you're like begging her to keep the baby. And it's like, please, I'll get 3 jobs if I got nigga, what are you doing now? I'll get 3 jobs to take care of all of y'all. It's like, stop. You've told me you're gonna do about 6 things since we've been together. And you haven't did any of them. So again, in the beginning, like bro said, you're thinking he's a man of his word. Are you going off of his word? And then like let's see the actions follow, right? But now we're just going off words. There's no action. Yeah. So he get the union job, and I was so happy. Again, this is a moment I'm happy for Franklin.
Yeah,
you get the union job. You finesse. You go in there. You win in it. You win about it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like he said, you want a job? Ask me for a job. You try to blackmail me. So anyway, he willing to get him do the work. Obviously, he got some racist guys on the squad saying little, calling him Green Mile and doing, on the disrespect. That was way out of pocket.
Way out of pocket.
He trying to be cool. Then he started getting comfortable. You know, boss like, hey man, just keep a cool head. I got some jobs coming up. You do good work, like, you know what I mean? Just be cool. Then you getting comfortable, now you drinking a Heineken. You know what I'm saying? Again, I ain't saying that's why he fell, but why are you drinking? Cause your friend, your coworker drinking, so you want to be like you too comfortable. Like, you know how long it probably took him to get in the union, or maybe he didn't even think to try it. I don't know.
You probably wouldn't even okay. Just a moment. I need to back up a little bit because let's go back to her talking to Portia and Claudette about the pregnancy in the first place. She's like, I don't want to keep this baby. Portia's like, yeah, delete his fetus. And Claudette's like, no, like, you know, you love him, you have to tell him. And I feel like I agreed with Claudette in the sense that she needed to tell Franklin, but I agree with Portia in the sense that it's your decision ultimately. You know, there's no real commitment here yet. Explore all your options. Now, she decided she wasn't going to tell him. She was just going to go do what she wanted, you know, do what she had to do. And she said she had the yeast infection. But now here's where my problem is. You told him that, obviously, he knew you were lying because he said that he knows your cycle. But I've cooked steak and potatoes, and you told me it was running out, and then you come back 4 hours later drunk, on your hands and knees begging me to keep this baby. First of all, absolutely not. We're not doing that. We're not doing this because look at how you're acting now. Look at how you're reacting to this conflict right now. You already got 2 kids, and you want me to believe you'll get 3 jobs to take care of me and my baby, but you didn't do that for the 2 kids you already have. So what makes me think that you're going to do it now? I have dreams, I have ambitions, and it's nothing that bothers me more.
I mean, he got a history of being a quitter.
Exactly. A woman who will let a man like you really like he just came in and begged you to keep this baby and you to put like you sacrifice all your hard work and dreams.
That's crazy.
For a man that's not even taking care of you.
He just wants a baby because if he feels like the baby is the accomplishment. Now, but there's nothing else.
I mean, it's hard. You know, the hard part about when you're watching it and everything, it's just I don't know. I don't know how old they're supposed to be because maybe the age would give me the mental for the grace of like, oh, okay, they're supposed to be this young. Because there's a lot of stuff you don't when you're young and dating, you don't see a lot of flags.
I'm thinking 30s. Well, I know he's at least in his mid to late 30s. She probably gives me about 30, 31. And I say that only because when she was talking to Reggie about having a baby, and she's like, Lauryn Hill has 2 kids. And he's like, but you're not 24. So basically, I'm thinking she's like 30, 29, 30, somewhere in that area. Franklin he's in his mid 30s.
Fair. But yeah, after that like dinner table scene, like, you know, that's when she gives him the encouragement to say, forget Italian shawty over there. You can do your own thing type deal. And then obviously that gives him the inspo he's looking for. And then he pretty much, you know what I mean, give her the justice and peace for the night.
And peace.
And you know he's rocking the world right now, and that's a telltale sign. Yeah, I was talking about like knowing her cycle like that. It's like that's how wrapped up in this part of who you are with her and women in general that it is. Because that is, and bro, when you talk about a depiction of a person, of a guy that fits this kind of build of like oh, you're not pleasing your man. Like, this is all that matters for real. Like, you bumming it, slumming it, and pretty much, you know what I mean, doing the things that you're trying to be intimate. Like, that's your bottom line. And then when anything changes up that rotation, now you turn it into something personal. That's not really that deep. And, you know, it's always, when I watch this, it's hard to believe, like, I mean, she's an artist. I guess she's supposed to be like this artsy person, but it's hard to believe that, like, look at the dude that you're with, you know. I just, I feel like once they had the baby, maybe it should have been earlier, but I mean, she did obviously wake up at some point, but like, I don't know. I just be like, man, how did you not? I ain't even saying from the beginning, but like, there's certain points when he laid out all the stuff he quit and didn't finish and not finished with the married, and it's mind blowing to me. But anyway, that's
the way he treated her whole pregnancy was crazy to me. Like, how a man treats you while you're carrying his baby, or any woman who's pregnant for that matter, is a huge show of character. And he was acting crazy her whole pregnancy. Like,
he acting like he's building the meter for cheating. Like, all you got to do is do one more thing. Now I'm gonna be justified in cheating. Like, that's the way he's acting, bro.
Like when he got the union job and he came home, he was excited to tell her about it, and he wanted to get busy. Bro, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. Like, he was so offended. You know, she like, just wake me in the morning. Like you said, everything is leading to the sex. Bro, I'm tired. I don't feel like it, and I'm not doing it. That's just what it is.
Period. Like, talk about, did you just
Freaking tired?
Yeah, yawn. I'm tired. I'm pregnant. What are you talking about?
Right. He was so shocked that she on. Dude, I am not on maternity leave. I am still working my full-time job, still going to the studio, time with Reggie. Like, what are you, bro? Get out of my face.
Let's talk about her birthday, though.
Oh, yeah.
Is that after meeting the parents or before?
That's after. She wasn't pregnant when she met his parents.
All right, I do want to bring up the parent thing.
Okay.
Because this is the core of Frankie. He got mama issues. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mama has, and I feel like it ain't given, but I feel like how the mama feels about the dad, maybe she gave that to Frankie all his life. Like, bro, it's like, bro, you ain't shit.
You think she felt that way about her husband?
Maybe.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you know.
Maybe Franklin got in trouble a lot, and, you know, maybe he just, you know, he didn't try hard. Like you say, you're not completing things. You're just going through the motions. And, you know, he got on her nerves, and then you grow up into a man and you're still, you know, I mean, like you said, I mean, I get what you're saying though, because usually that stems from something.
Yeah, this is all mommy issues. Is I'm looking for a woman to take care of me. If that ain't mommy issues, I don't know what it is.
No, yeah.
Because a real man is never looking for a woman to take care of him.
And he did say he dropped out of high school because he was only concerned with getting out of his mom's house.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe that's also why he can't take criticism, because his mom criticizes him. So now, trigger.
That's true.
Yeah.
Get therapy, go get some therapy.
Definitely. Even in 2000, brother. But you know, his disposition too. Like, the dad is kind of, and it makes you wonder, like, is the dad like this? You know what I mean? Because the dad was kind of chill about, like, oh, that's good, son. You know, which is fine. But it's like, was the dad just okay this whole time with your son being like an underachiever? Because the mom just didn't buy into it. Like, bro, you lying. Like, you don't got nothing going on. You ain't got no motion, bro. Like, stop playing with me. Like, you're selling me on this bull. Like,
well, I just want to say this: Zora singing Sanaa singing as Zora. She's, we know that the face acting is there, but it's just I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
It's about as good as Boris Kojo in gospel. That's about a equal.
It's about as good as believing that she was like hip hop was her first love in Brown Sugar.
Don't start. Don't.
So now I need to stay away from the music. Like
that is not the same.
I don't believe you.
I do have the lip syncing in my later section because I'm like, we really.
I actually liked it though. I thought it was pretty spot on.
She did. I think she did it well. I just can't buy Sanaa as a singer, as anybody. Like I don't buy it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was that Heather Headley-esque.
That's definitely what they were going for. In my mind, I'll always be.
She was doing every time she sang.
Right.
This.
Like, bro,
put your hands.
Not
and
you.
Deep. Shout out to Mia. That's a deep cut. With the Heather Headley, yeah.
It was just giving like, girl, it's not curling all the way over.
She's definitely the new joint on 106 in Park, and then come back the next week.
Hey. It was so much passion in that studio session where Franklin came. Like she was really singing. So I'm like, listen, it's not you.
We don't even need that part of the movie. That's the thing.
Lonely, like bro, can't.
We don't even need that part of the movie, bro. This is not even. That was just a little extra to put into like all We don't need
heart out for Franklin.
We don't need none of that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he ruined her birthday.
Oh man.
While she's pregnant. Now I will cut him only a teeny tiny piece of bail because as a woman, if I'm with my man and he already got me tickets, balcony or otherwise, we're going to rock with the tickets he got. That's just what it is. However, she wanted them tickets. She had the money to get them. Do I see why he may have felt the way about that? Yes. But you do not. What you don't do is rip the tickets up, tell me fuck me and my birthday, and then storm off before we get you. First of all, you were late. Because we had a 6:30 reservation for dinner. No, we can just go to dinner after the concert. You've been drinking. I smell it on you. Then it's fuck me, and my birthday while I'm out here pregnant, and it's my birthday. Hey, come on, Franklin. You got to go. You got to get up through. You got to go. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Should have been gone a long time ago. But bro, I'm laughing because you're hilarious. Just looking at you, like, because the fact that she was singing her heart out. I'm sorry, for Franklin in that studio. Like this dude was really on top of his shit. Like she was singing so passionately. For this dude,
I digmatized. Like it happens.
Digmatized.
She really was. This is before there was a term for it. Clearly, because there's no confusion. Like it's very. He's not subtle in any kind of way. It's very obvious. But once it goes down by the fridge over and over, it seems that you're playing a video game and your health gets low, and then you find your little heart or something that fills your health meter back up. That's what it was when Franklin would do the thing that he does. It's like, oh, he filled the health meter back up. He bought himself some more time. And it's just, I don't know where Zora's from, but she ain't used to that, clearly.
And we see all that goes out the window after that baby comes, because let me tell you something.
Straight up.
Motherhood will make you really put your foot down.
Talk that talk.
become a mom, the boundaries become a lot more firm. For some women, I can't speak for everybody, but it's like, okay, if y'all are ready to get to the part where the baby comes, where she has the baby,
Yeah.
because
I'll just say, like, when they're walking and she was getting ready to go to the studio, that like argument they had outside, and again, it ain't really just this scene specifically, but it's this consistent theme of when she's up, I got to pull her back down for my comfort.
mhm.
You know what I mean? And men, and there are men that do this, where it's like, bruh, because your girl is getting to it, like, like my wife is in college. She's already a college graduate working on a second degree. She's on her she has her stuff laid out and planned. I have a whole different unorthodox thing where I got to figure it out, where it could feel like juggling, and it's like, but I ain't never gonna be like, nah, you can't. Hold on, you ain't. He can't fathom that because he ain't got nothing going on, and he messed up his union job when they really was looking at you like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
you know what I
He was
mean?
the one.
He really is like can't get right for real, and so him arguing with her on a day like this, it's like, bruh, before she go to the studio, it's like,
Yeah.
that is the worst. That is like literally like when y'all see the memes of the dudes about to go hang out with his friends, and then the girl like really sows the seed of like ruining the night for him, so he can't even be into the zone with his guys because he's thinking about like, oh man. So it's literally like he just really poisoned like that studio session, like, bruh. And as a person who has recorded music, this I don't even know, like, bruh, if I would have got this off. So that's all I wanted to say before we get to where you were going, Mia.
Yeah, that was one of my examples of when she has something good going, he has to be like he just misery loves company,
Mhm.
and he's a
But he was about to cheat on her. Like you was about to go cheat.
yeah, and
And
it's
you made the argument about not getting some. And it's like, are you kidding?
like I just his character, like to say, you know, women would kill to have a man, or at least they're keeping their man satisfied. I'm not one of your priorities. Are you 5 years old? Go find you something to do. Go find you some business, please. Because you got too much time on your hands. And obviously, I don't have as much time on mine, and you starting to get on my nerves. And that's why when the baby does come, which, you know, as a mother, even though in this circumstance, I hated him begging her to have that baby because I knew that it wasn't good. I just, it just wasn't gonna end well or the way that she wanted it to. Motherhood is a huge responsibility, and most of the
Yes.
time, even if a man begs you to have a baby, when the baby comes, a lot of responsibility falls on mom. So
Facts.
the first thing, like, of course, in the beginning, it's all peaches and roses and sunshine because it's a new baby, and he's sitting in the window making all the promises to the baby. And everybody's giving him a pep talk, including her dad. But what happens? She's at work, he laying on the couch, she get a call, he forgot to pick the baby up. So now she got to leave work early and miss her studio session to pick up the baby because he forgot. And then when I get home, you're not even busy. You laying here. I tell you, you forgot to pick up Jeremiah. Give you the baby. Then you say, "Ooh, I think he needs to be changed." While I'm standing in front of a sink full of dirty dishes,
Mm-hmm.
and you laying here, you can't even get up and change the baby.
Bruh.
Crazy work.
And
Trigger.
that got me hot. That had me hot. I was just like, it's too cold. I was like, bro, you are such a bum. It bothered it And my sister knows me. Like, it just bothers me to see men be weak like this when it comes to being like in a relationship with their woman. I don't mean like vulnerable, but weak. Like, this is so weak to me. It's like, bro, what are you good for? Like, I never want to be in a position where it's like, bro, I can't be useful. I can't be resourceful in this relationship. Like, I don't know how to change a diaper. I don't know how to cook a meal. I don't know how to bathe the baby. I don't know how to take trash out. I don't know how to clean a, like, bro, what are you good for? You know what I mean? And that's what sucks. So when like talking about, I forgot. You didn't forget when I was talking to you about possibly taking a different direction on giving birth. You didn't forget that. But all of a sudden now you forgot. Oh, they were at daycare. You freaking bum, man. Like, it's crazy.
And like, you can't even get up and do the dishes. It's not like you working.
Right.
Getting all the food. I come home to a sink full of dirty dishes. I got to get the baby. I got to change the baby. At this point, you're useless. You ain't doing nothing but taking up space, using up my electricity, and an extra mouth to feed. You can get out.
Straight up.
Like
I'm trying to remember where do we
And then
yeah, go ahead.
after she tells him, you know, this ain't really working, of course, he tried to come in to the bedroom and give her some of that, I'm saying.
Yeah.
And she's just over it. Like, you can
I don't want it. Yeah.
like, no more. This isn't working anymore.
And he, she was, she almost was in that zone too, but I'm glad she snapped out of it. Like, bro, you didn't have this plenty of times. We know what it is, but it's time for you to see the light.
Yeah. The emotional connection was broke.
And he's drunk. It's like, bro.
I mean,
you can smell the liquor on his breath through the screen.
Yeah, and he's for the record, he still put up 50.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't saying you can't.
I'm making a joke, but seriously, like the emotional connection was broke. Like it was like,
yeah, it's
once you lost that, like, bro, we ain't. See, if it was the other way around, like if it was a guy and like he was feeling like she was feeling, it was like the reverse version, like. The woman would have still got that off because guys are just different. But like on the flip side, where we are, it's like, bro, once you lost her in that way, bro, nah, she broke the spell. Like the whole digmatized, like that spell was broken. Once it was like, okay, we have a child. It's like, bro, I told Q-Tip like I won't miss no sessions. Yeah. I literally had to do it because I had another priority, which is our child that you forgot. And then come home, I got another priority, clean the house. But then in the midst of that, you see our child that you forgot, and then you're like, oh, they need to be changed. It's crazy, bro. Like this movie is definitely big trigger energy.
And then he said,
"Oh my shit up,
girl."
Like that was so disrespectful. I mean, he's been disrespectful this entire time. But man. Like I tell you, I'm leaving. I want you out when I come back. Again, you're sipping on that bottle, and you just start tearing everything up with your hammer. What you came in with, your hammer, leaving with your hammer, and you keep everything. You tear everything but the piano. And why? Because you know that means so much to her. Because you put that 200 down on the on the layaway to get it out. You know what I mean? Like I said, is this really because I know that this is her passion? Remember, my child lives in here with us too, and you didn't even think twice about it. Again, the baby that you begged me to have, this is our home. This is where we lay our head, and you tearing this shit up because I don't want to be with you.
That was crazy to me, Ash. Like watching him tear her brownstone up like that, knowing that she was gonna come home with her baby to now, not only do I have to clean up the messes that you've made and just generally take, like I have so much I'm already going through, but now I gotta come home and now I gotta clean up the mess and fix things with money I don't have after you done tore my shit up. And this is why
On a school teacher salary.
on a
Like,
school teacher's salary.
the disrespect.
And now I'm a single mother because obviously you're not helping me at all. You can't do nothing. But after that point, we see them both start to get their lives on track separately.
Mhm.
She's writing songs now. She's not trying to be a singer, but she's, a songwriter. Great. She's got some success there. She seems genuinely happy with her friends, her baby. He went and got his GED. He's
Yeah.
his little license. However, don't come knocking at my door. Because why are you? Nah. That's where, like, that's where I can't get with, like, what is the goal of this movie? What is this movie trying to say? Because after all of that, yeah, he went and got his GED. You're successful now. He comes back because he wants to see the baby. Cool. Never keeping the man away from his kid. Cool. But hey, I never beat you at Scrabble, girl.
Again, her reaching out to him again. And then it's been a year. Like, first of all, a whole year? Yeah, you sending checks, but the fact that you couldn't come look me in my eyes for 365, bro, freak out of here. Absolutely not. Absolutely
A
not.
baby in a year?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't like that time span. I'm like, are you kidding? I couldn't I couldn't come until I can look at you like a man. Like, freak out of here, bro.
Well, I guess is her father supposed to play an intricate part in his arc? Because I think they were trying to go for that. It was a little flat for me. It was definitely some flat sprite, but I think they were trying to go for that during the, like, baby hospital scene where the son, the father was like, hey, you fell on hard times and all that, and, like, be a man and all that. I think they were trying to weave that into it, but it was a little flat.
It didn't work because of Franklin. That seemed like it could have been a push, like, and this is the father of your woman. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to get married, like, hey, he's handing you over to her with expectations that she's gonna be taken care of. She's gonna be okay. Now, you got the juice now, but it's like, no, like, it
And
seemed like it was about to sit in, and then it just clearly it didn't.
well, that's the confusing part, because her dad seemed like he got it together, at least enough to the sense that she would know how to, she would have an idea of certain flags with men. You know what I mean? Because she has a present father. And
Hey, players mess up. I got a great daddy. Sometimes you
it
still,
happens sometimes.
I
Take a
mean,
walk on the
Yeah,
wild side. All right, that's
yeah,
fair.
it does.
That's fair. That's fair. No doubt.
Because you
I like that. That's
don't
real.
know what you're gonna, be attracted to at certain times, and
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
selling your wolf tickets in the beginning.
Sending coochie through the mail.
So many things.
No. Shout out to Love of Basketball. Go check out that review. I'm with y'all, like, bro, don't pull up and then you pull up, you got the Kango on. When you pull up, bro, you better have you better have a goatee. Like, you bet, you know what I mean? Like, bro, show me you changed. You still coming back with the milk dud face. Like, come show me you
Cool.
changed.
Like, he was cool. Like, I mean, that was a good fit for Franklin. Like, you don't want to make it so, like, completely different. Yeah, it has been a year, but, like, she looked the same stuff. You know what I mean? So it ain't like, and she writing songs now, so she definitely
But
getting to the bag.
she didn't need to change though.
I'm just saying, like, a year later, like, but she was elevating more emotionally and becoming more stronger, independent. So, I'm just saying it could have been like an aura on her that felt like, but was cool with the leather jacket. It was cool for Franklin. Like it was given Franklin.
Yeah,
But
him.
I still think I still think he's lying.
about what,
Oh,
bro?
what?
He ain't get no GED. He started the clock over again. He realized
Wait, he's the next woman.
he used up all the time his grace. He used up all his Chuck E. Cheese tokens. And now he had to let a year pass and then come back with a new rap and say, all right, this is gonna be
brother, please.
hey,
I did not like that he came back. First of all, it's been a year. The first thing you say is, well, one of the first things, I got that contract and he got his contract license test tomorrow, and I was hoping you wish me luck.
Boy, fuck you.
I'm saying, what's her first thing? Really? Luck.
say how you really feel.
Why did they write her so weak, bro? Like, no, at some point there should have been a shift because absolutely not. This make us look crazy.
She, you know what? She should have had it. She should have had the shift like Halle Berry and Boomerang. That's her character needed that. Like love, what love got? Love should have brought your ass home last night. She needed that shift. Like they should have wrote her in that way. And again, I get the author. I think this is like based on her life or something like that from her novel. Like so, it's probably trying to keep it close to like whatever type of woman she was to some extent. But we needed that like the Halle Berry shift, like for real, because. And this is the craziest part because Sanaa does it so well, it makes you believe this how she is because she does it so well. Because she's done it here, and you see it in Best Man as well as Robin. You know, you see it like a version. I mean, again, Harper's not. Yeah, Harper's not Franklin, and I'm not saying it in that way, but I'm saying in the sense that you allow a lot. You know what I mean? You kind of allow a lot, and so. But yeah, I just wasn't buying it, and I mean. If he did get his GED or whatever, that's cool. But I don't know. I just it's like, what are we supposed to believe made him finally grow up? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Like, and they didn't give us that, and so for me, I almost believe. I still like. I'm like, bro, you still lying.
And even if he wasn't lying, because we saw him in the class, like cool. I feel like he did that, but at the end of the day, all that's cool. But did you go through some emotional growth? Because you can't come back in here. The last memory I have of you is you tearing up my damn house.
Mm-hmm.
So no, you can't come back in here. We could work out a co-parenting situation. Great. But no, we're not about to be sitting across the table with the baby in the middle playing Scrabble and all is forgiven because you done went and got your GED. Absolutely not. You are cut off. We can be cool, but we can't be together. Like, and that's the part that really bothers me about the end of this movie because it's like, what are we trying to say, Terry McMillan? What exactly is it that we're trying to say? Because for all intents and purposes, this man derailed her life, almost ruined it. She got herself back, but he did throw her dreams off a bit. She had to find a new dream, but he threw it off. And it's like he comes to you a year later and all is forgiven. You want to play Scrabble now?
All right, I'm not playing no freaking Scrabble. Like,
You lucky I don't throw this Scrabble board at your head.
Now that Scrabble was foreplay. She was trying to get back on the. About to get back on the pogo stick. Getting back out there.
nah, you can keep it. I'm cool. I'm good.
Baby was cute. That's all I can say about it.
Right. With that being said, that is our review. But before we get out of here, of course, we got a few categories of things that we like to classify this movie by. So with that being said, Ash, character you relate to or identify with the most?
I went with Portia, and that was Regina Hall. Like, I feel like she was realist, and again, she was speaking from a lens of she's been through some things on her own, and she just doesn't want her friend to get played. It's kind of like he's showing you who he is, believe him. can relate to that. Like just keeping it real and telling you what it is. Whether you take it or not, that's on you. So
Fair enough. Mia.
I said a mix of Portia and Claudette because depending on the situation and what type of state my friend is in, you either gonna get the Portia advice or you're gonna get the Claudette. I'm gonna be whatever friend you need me to be in the moment. But I do believe that they were just super supportive friends, really solid, you know, with their support for her. And so, yeah, that's where I see myself as, really, I support my girls and I'm gonna give you the real deal and I'm gonna hold your hand sometimes. But a supportive girlfriend is always the goal.
absolutely.
Mm. I guess I got to go Reg. Q-Tip's character. Just because he was really standing on business. He was. I like how he went about stuff. I mean, there was a moment where he was definitely probably put a little too much aggression on it, but I think it was just rooted in passion and like being upset about this shift where I was already doing you a solid, and now you're bringing me this new information. I thought we had an understanding, but I did still like how he dealt with her overall, and that feels like me where it's like, okay, we're going to stand on business because we got a job to do and we're trying to execute something wonderful, but at the same time, you got to be stern on our convictions and how it has to go. So if I had to pick a character, I had to go with Rage.
Okay.
Ash, get to stepping. Character you could do without.
It was really between two. But I went with Chucky. That was Franklin's friend, that was the gambling dude in the bar. He could stay just to have a friend for Franklin, but I feel like it'd still been the same movie. Or it could have been the girl that he was about to cheat with. I mean, that was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't really necessary. So either one of them.
Mia.
I said Mr. Swift only because like we see he has a supportive father, but it didn't really counteract his mommy issues. So it was like kind of pointless to me. Like, love John Amos.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
but it just seemed like his character was there for 5 minutes to serve as the buffer, maybe between the mom, but it didn't necessarily work. So I feel like it was just kind of pointless to have that character there.
Mm. Yeah, I had the friend as well. That Ash had Chucky or whatever. We just didn't need him. Like we see him one moment he broke, and then he said, "This is all you can do." It's like, bro, ain't nothing like a person that ain't got it. When you give it to them, then they act like that ain't enough, or they're trying to beg for more. It's like, bro, get out of my face for you really be broke. So I go with him, and then he come out on, oh, I got this $400 here. Take this money. It's just like it didn't pay off. We don't need him. The movie tries to serve him as like this person that's an inner consciousness for Frankie to get this insider on, like how shows similar to Sopranos use therapy to get the inside look at our main protagonist. It don't work in this movie. We don't need him. So, yeah. Ash, lines that deserve to be slimed.
Yeah, I got a few. You want me to keep waiting on you? That was Zora in the Chinese spot where he talking about, well, let me just order some food. That's what I want to do. Preserve the detail. That was from Franklin. I like that line. This is from Zora. I just finished singing. You ain't hear me? I like that one as well. This is from Pam. Well, have a call, man. I'll tell the girl a big dick ain't worth all the stress. Next two from Mr. Banks. They may have the power to give us jobs and take them away, but they can't change who we are. And just go and be a man, Franklin.
Ooh, it's really good. Solid list.
Appreciate that.
Mia.
I don't have any.
I got two. One, I got $122. You could take what you want. $122 after thinking he's saving to get a divorce is crazy. And then my last line, he better get 5 shades darker to believe he's mine. Because every father goes through that. I think a lot of fathers go through that. Like, hey, they're gonna darken up because we're so ignorant. So that line was funny because I was like, I definitely was feeling like that at one point. Like, hey, when's the chocolate coming in?
Oh my goodness!
I need the confirmation.
The baby starting off looking a little bit.
I know they got to bake some more. I know, but that's the ignorance in some of us fathers.
Look at the
Asian for sure.
Boy, Ash
was Asian.
Boy, aliens for real. Things you would change about the movie or what you think they didn't get right.
Oh dang! I just closed my list out. I thought I was tripping. I said that I would have liked to see where Franklin lived. Like I would have liked to be able for her to go to his crib. Like let's kind of see what he got going on.
That's a good
instead
point.
of just meeting at the brownstones all the time.
That's a good point.
Because I mean, he said he couldn't afford her rent or whatever. I'm like, okay, so where is he living? You do got 2 sons. You gotta have somewhere. So I would like to see that. And did I have anything else? I deleted my thing on the computer. So
you just save them, girl.
No, this is my phone, but I always, email myself. But I put it in my notepad on the computer so I can look at it. Yeah. But I already deleted because I thought it was moral of the story already. But I just said I didn't like how so much time had passed, that year lapse where he comes back. I didn't like it was a whole year. I think it should have been, he should have came back sooner to explain himself and apologize.
He got to get his GED.
A year, bro? Listen.
I mean, get your GED, 4 years of high school, to get it in 1 year? Come on.
No, I don't care. Like, he did so much damage. You got to, I ain't even saying come back and everything is done that you needed to do as a man, but you need to come back and apologize for what you did to my crib. And you need to run some ducats for it, too. Yeah.
I feel like deposit money for sure. What about you, Mia?
So the first thing on my list is Sanaa's lip syncing. It didn't do it for me. I've always felt that way. Anytime I've watched this movie, I just didn't like it. And it could be that I don't necessarily like the singing voice of whoever it was who was doing the singing for her, but also like all them hand movements that she was doing when she was singing, like she was
conjuring.
Like, girl, please. You're putting too much on it now. It's making it less believable. Then I also felt like they didn't do anything with the epilepsy. They put that in there. They never came back to it. She was never concerned or her pregnancy. Or after just like they put that one epilepsy scene in there and then they just, oh, she has epilepsy. But they never get back as a, could have just like done with that. I mean, I just didn't see the purpose in that being unexplored. And then everything else I talked about, like I didn't like the ending of him coming back and her running down the stairs to get him after she was always running after him and he didn't deserve to be ran after. Like I just felt like that just bothered me.
Yeah, those are good points. You kind of spawned something else that I thought about. This kind of almost feel like it serves as like a precursor to Baby Boy. You know what I mean? Maybe the East Coast version, but yeah, hot take. But yeah, I didn't like, again, I didn't like the no facial hair. There's just no way, I don't care how close this is to the book or whatever her experience is, there's just no way you're going to sell me on the sex symbol and he has no facial hair. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like you and again, I know I'm a heterosexual male, but like, just let this man have a mustache at bare minimum to make, okay, he's dark skinned, he's muscular, and he has a special set of skills. Get that. But like, after that, we seeing this kind of ashy man over and over, and it's like, Give us something that makes us feel like Zora would go and grab him, or her friends even be like, "A girl, he fine, girl," you know. But it's like, bro, you can't make me believe he's appealing to the eyes like that when he ain't got no facial. It just don't add up. I'm sorry. Like every time I see this, like, bro, you look ridiculous. I think the singing angle, like we just don't need like, oh, I'm a teacher, but I'm singing. Again, I've said it here in Brown Sugar, like Sanaa, her is some characters similar to Michael Rainey Jr. Playing Tariq on Power. It's like I don't believe you. And it's not that you're a bad actor. I don't believe you. The same thing with Sanaa with music. Like I just don't believe you in this aspect. It's not that you're not a good actor, because I think you're doing a great job in trying to pull it off. But I believe you more as a vampire. I believe you more as a ball player. I believe you more in other areas. Like when she gets in this lane, it's just like I don't believe. Even when they were doing like the eclectic thing on the Best Man series, I just was like I don't believe it. You know, so it's just certain things that I don't like. So I don't think we needed to like, oh, I'm singing the studio thing. We ain't need it.
I'm my boy Tariq catching a stray. Not too much on Tariq.
People gassing them way too much on. Oh, it's Tariq. Like, man, where's Ghost at, bro? Like, where Ghost?
Yeah.
But I know. We about to
We're
let it go.
anti-Tyreek over here.
Yeah, we about to let it. We're gonna have to let it go here soon, because they could come to an agreement on the finances. So we probably not gonna see Amari no more. So I'm probably have to let it go. I guess that's kind of it. I don't really want to harp too much on like changing things about a movie, because again, it's a TV movie. It's primetime TV. It's not a like go to the box office, pay some money. So that context matters. Lastly, moral of the story, in your opinion, Ash.
Don't ignore the red flags waving in front of you. Please, as Mia would say.
Listen, that was a freaking matador cape. Red flag.
Like a matador. What do you have, Mia?
I just said sometimes love is not enough.
It's true.
I would say you got to learn this. You got to learn how to separate. You got to learn how to separate things. Good sex don't make for a good relationship. You know, you got to come to that conclusion. You know, is it lust or love? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to come to a real conclusion with that. I would advise all adults, especially young adults, like, take some time to yourself and think about it. Do you really love this man or woman, or do you just lust after him because of y'all experiences connecting with one another? Seriously, take a second and think about it, because do you really like being around this person? Are they really cool to you for real, or is it all leads to one thing that you enjoy the most for real? And that is our episode, man. Thank y'all truly for tuning in. This was Ash Pick, of course, in our Dealer's Choice rotation. We told y'all every month we will be taking our picks from you all, the Stoop Kids, the supporters of ours. And with that being said, we put out 4 movies based on what y'all picked, not what we picked. And the 4 movies were Bebe's Kids, Training Day, Inkwell, and Boomerang. And it was really close. But based on YouTube and based on Instagram, the pick that the listeners chose, the viewer's choice pick, I can't believe it, Bebe's Kids.
What?
I could not believe, I couldn't believe it so much. I posted it again. Like, it left my story, posted it again just to double check. Came back the same. I said, oh, wow. They really want us to talk about Bebe Kids. So,
wow. Okay.
So the next movie that we'll be reviewing is the black animated cartoon film Bebe's Kids. And I'm looking forward to it. What do y'all think about that before we get out of here?
Hey, I love Bebe's Kids. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. Like, I watched that movie so I can quote it. It's one of my that's nostalgia for me. That's real nostalgia for me.
Ash,
See, I haven't seen that in 100 years.
boy.
I'm so shocked that we have some heavy
Me
hitters in
too.
the
Me
lineup.
too. Like,
So you never know what you get with the Childish Grown Up Show. That's why you got to tap in.
mm-hmm.
Put your vote in it.
Absolutely, y'all. Definitely vote in. This movie is, like Mia said, it's super nostalgic. The phrasing of babies in general. But I'm gonna save all that for the episode. But it's just like that term, babies, is like the black version of Rugrats. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave y'all there with that cliffhanger. I'll leave y'all there with that cliffhanger. But man, I'm excited. Shout out to the Stoop kids. Like that they have stepped up and spoken up and saying so in so many words. They like these deep cuts. They like us to get in this deep cut bag of like movies that are not always shined on, and they've chose our platform to acknowledge those films and give it up in the way that we do as the Childish Grown Up. So shout out to the Stoop kids again. Y'all follow us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you find your podcast. Follow us on Instagram, the Childish Grown Up Show, no spaces. Email us, childishgrownups3@gmail.com. Yeah, hopefully I enjoyed this. After that movie, we will be getting into our Candy Crush month, or Candygram month, however you want to say it. So we're gonna have fun with more. If y'all like this review, we're double, quadrupling, tripling down, however you want to put it, in February. But in the meantime, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good week. Peace.